Welcome to the show, ladies and gents. We're here. We talk about wrestling.
Charlotte beat me. I put you in a neck brace before. I have no problem doing it again.
You haven't seen it, honey. I was.
Oh, bitch! No, the fuck y'all did So much balls. What happened? There's too much balls on that rash. Too many red balls. Look at all these balls. Look at this. Damn! Oh, Jesus! We are witnessing child abuse on TV, Lord. Oh, have mercy. Now, watch your mouth when you talking to me, ho. Watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. You ain't getting nothing. You don't get nothing. You either earn it or you don't. You pasty bitch. That ain't how this works. Hit it with the zigzag. Let's go, baby. Let's go, dog. Let's go. I'm fucks with it. We sick of your shit.
Hey, girl, hey. Life, relationships, pop culture.
Well, go ahead. I'm listening. And he'll be looking at me. He will be looking at me and he will go to sleep. He will go to sleep. Look at me in my face. I'm talking to you.
We talk about it all, baby. So, y'all ready? I know y'all ready. Because it's showtime. And that's on the ancestors, baby. Oh my gosh. Sorry about that. I apologize. All right, so let me get the other stuff uploaded and I will do a full rundown of the whole show. Okay? And I'm sure people in the comments will correct me if I'm wrong. So just hold tight, y'all. Hold tight. Just hold tight. Where is that picture? I need that picture. I'll have to go into the group chat and get that picture because I need that picture. Hello to everybody coming in. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Listen. We had a full show today. Okay? Full show today. All right. NXT 2.0 was very, very good, and it explains some things. Okay, so a lot of people was questioning why we saw Tyler Bate, why Tyler Bate was there. You know, why what was going on, and they put him in there prematurely. Maybe they shouldn't have put him in that quickly. And while I agree with some of those sentiments, hold on, let me take myself out again. It really was done on purpose. It was done by design is the best way to explain it. So let's get into the situation, okay? So let's just talk about the title unifications, okay? That is happening. So, and I believe all of the titles will be unified. Worlds Collide is set to debut on September 4th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is after Clash at the Castle, and it's going to air at 4 p.m. At least that's what I recall. I'm sure somebody in the comments will correct me if I am wrong, but it's supposed to air at 4 p.m. on September 4th. That is on Sunday, okay? Now, the matches are already set. Tyler Bate and Braun Breaker are the ones who gave it away at the beginning of the show. Tyler Bate is there because NXT UK is now defunct. So him walking around with the title that doesn't represent a brand doesn't really look good to Tyler Bate at this point, does it? So Tyler Bate said, let's unify the titles. Well, more like Brian Breaker suggested, that at Worlds Collide, they unify those titles. Tyler Bate suggested it. Brian Breaker agreed and pushed it forward. So now we have it set. The NXT champion and the NXT UK champion will compete against each other at Worlds Collide on Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, streaming exclusively on Peacock. All right. The next match that's set in stone for Worlds Collide is Little Miss Mandy Rose's title is in jeopardy. And now we understand why Zoe Starks did not beat her last week. So, what, a week before last? Was it last week or the week before last? Whatever. Y'all know what I mean. Now we know why Zoe lost. Because Miko Satomura and NXT UK was getting shut down, and Miko had to find somewhere else to go. Miko has a very regal, classy persona about her that I really like. Now, I know a lot of y'all probably looking at this two-tone headed bitch on the end, trying to figure out why she's there. So, let me explain some things to you. Mandy and Miko obviously are champion, and Blair Davenport was the number one contender in NXT UK before they shut it down. So Blair was still owed a championship shot. And with them combining these titles together, she was not left out of the title scene. They decided to make it a women's championship unification match, and it's going to be a triple threat. The two champions will compete against the number one contender at Worlds Collide Sunday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I am inclined to believe that also the tag team championships will be defended and unified at Worlds Collide. Today, we saw the Creed brothers come out there and cost Gallus of opportunity at winning the championships from Jensen and Briggs. I can't never get their names right. Jensen and Briggs. This has caused a lot of turmoil, and Pretty Deadly have also thrown themselves into the ring. So now what I believe may happen, more than likely, without a shadow of a doubt, a triple threat will happen for the tag team titles, but I'm leaning more towards a fatal four-way for those tag team titles, and they also will be unified. Now, because there is no women's tag team titles in NXT UK, I don't believe that those titles are in jeopardy, but they may as well be defended because they were not defended at Heatwave, so they may set up a championship challenge for them at Worlds Collide, specifically because they made it a point to do a promo with the girls today with Wesley, and that always leads to something. All right. So we had those things set up. Now let's skip around a little bit and go to this. Okay. I'm gonna pull up y'all comments so I can put y'all comments in, and we're gonna get on her because she irritated my soul today. Okay. Missed the entire thing. I'm sorry you missed it, babe, but I hope I ran it down enough for you. I got a few more things to tell you about NXT UK. NXT 2.0, because honestly, it was a very solid show. It ran pretty quickly. But it was pretty good. I really, really enjoyed it. She said, I literally just sat down. I just played my food and sat down. Oh, what you eating? These are her braids, Tirza. Hello, Sasha. Hello. Don said, girl, just wait, child. I don't know where Species thought she was going, but she looked a mess. The execution, all of it, a mess. What happened to the homeboy who beat Walter? Ilya Dragunov got injured, so he's going to be out for the next year. He probably won't pop up in NXT Europe or NXT 2.0 until next year. But he is injured. Um, he got injured before they had this tournament, and I'm assuming they got the idea for Worlds Collide and combining these titles and then bringing up NXT Europe. I'm sure they did all of this because of NXT Europe's birthing. Now, the way I see it, and we're gonna get on her braids in a minute. The way I'm thinking is the reason why some people got let go is because it'll be off the books for a short amount of time, and then some people can be rehired. So I think a lot of those wrestlers that got let go are going to be rehired at NXT Europe, along with a bunch of other people from different countries that are in Europe that wrestle. They're going to have people from all over the continent. Okay, now also, I think some of those people probably didn't want to come to the States. And I think that's a part of the reason why some of them were let go. Others may have just been let go just for the hell of it. I ain't making no excuses for WWE, but those are how I rationalize it in my mind. So so it makes sense to me. You know what I'm saying? Because they could have very well just been like, NXT UK is shutting down, but we're bringing everybody back for NXT Europe. You know what I'm saying? They like let them go. It just seems weird to me. But they may bring just about everybody back. I mean, look what Triple H is doing. And Shawn Michaels, they two peas in the same pie, baby. But anyways, let's get into species here. Okay. Miko Satomura is in NXT 2.0, and yes, ma'am, she is in danger, girl. Yes, she is. Now, a lot of people online think that Mandy is gonna be her. I I don't. I don't think Mandy's gonna be her. The red blazer she had on, I need that. I don't watch UK to know Miko, but I like her voice. Right? She's got a very regal style. But what is going on with your character's lips?
I don't know why she's stretching her face up like that.
Ew. Every time they go in the wardrobe, they do something weird with their face.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Anyway, I think Blair is winning. Ugh. Don't put that in existence, Don. That's gross. That child was standing in the middle of the ring, and these two was talking, and she hollering. And I'm like, girl, the champions are talking. Can you go sit your dirty ass down somewhere? You look like you've been rolling in dirt before you came out here. You look like you stank. I don't like Blair Davenport. She look like she stank. She like she stank, honey. That's why I said Tirza. I don't care about her being champion months ago. I'm glad it was a legit lights out match because we ain't have to see her braids. Pizza, period. Pizza and wine, two of my favorite things. NXT Africa, they ain't ready for that conversation yet. It'll be too much flavor. Baby, if they did, they wouldn't do it right, and you know it. You know they would not do it right. If it was NXT Africa, it would be somebody from South Africa that would be champion. And they would be white. They would be white, sir. And you know it. Shit, we probably was going to get by this year if Nick wasn't going to be brought. At least they're giving the UK indie scene some time to breathe. Child. Thank you. Thank you, Tirza. If Mandy beat the Miko Satomura, I motherfucking quit. Blair was supposed to be champ months ago. I can't stand it. I don't like her. She looked like she stank dying. She looked like she smells. And I don't mean like no stereotypical shit. I mean like literally smells like BO, like she don't wash her ass. I don't like her. Mandy finna get her face kicked clean off She might as well stop calling herself champ at this point. Facts. If Mandy beats her, she sucked Triple H dick and let Shawn fuck her in the ass because there's no way in hell Mandy can beat that woman. Baby, we've seen worse. But I don't believe that Mandy's gonna win. As much as I hate it, I do believe that Don has a point when it comes to Blair. The mere fact that everybody's focusing on Mandy and Miko Satomura leads me to believe that it is very possible and it's high key, like an 80% chance that Blair Davenport could walk out with both of those championships. Miko might be ready to hang up the boots and just go sit down, to which I wouldn't blame her because she has been the most dominant female in wrestling, period. But Mandy is not the girl. I don't give a damn what nobody says, and I just don't like Blair Davenport. But if that's what they want to do, I just be not interested in the women's title scene for a little bit, unless they decide to have her go up against Alba Fire, and Alba Fire takes those titles off of her. One or the other. Wendy did what needed to be done tonight. I loved it. Wendy's match with this species looking bitch was good for the people that were in it. They had Legos in the ring, and I don't care what nobody say. Legos are deadly. Okay, them bitches hurt. Okay, we still saw her shitty ass braids. They was glowing under the lights. Okay, we saw them. We saw them. They're horrible. They're horrible. Let's just pause for a second, because there's no way that you legitimately went to the salon or sat in a chair and got your hair braided and then sat there and said, yeah, this the look. I look badass. No, you don't. You look like a damn fool. You look like one of the aliens from Star Trek, bitch. What is this? See, this right here is what I don't like. It's not the fact that she white and wearing braids. I can give less than a damn because braids are not a black just for black people. Everybody can wear braids. But you wearing the style that black girls wear. And the way I see it, if you gonna rock it, then at the bare minimum, bitch, you need to execute it with precision. Whoever did this is lazy, number one. They don't have no concept of how the hair is supposed to go in there. I don't care if they black, white, or indifferent. If you let this bitch get out your chair looking like this, you don't deserve to have your license. Throw it in the trash. Throw it in the garbage. You are no longer considered a stylist. You're a shitty human being, and you should be fired for this. Because this is a mess. A mess. And then you had the audacity to bring your ass out there with rubber bands on the end of it. You couldn't even set the braids? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Nope. And then you didn't stretch it. You just pulled it out the pack and started adding it to her head, didn't you? Lazy. Lazy. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. No. A white sock. Facts, Tirza. 100%. Yes, Don. They would be. WWE wouldn't make no. It would be in Africa, and it would still be a white South African that would be champion. And they would get away with it because they'd be like, it's still an African. Like, they're still African. Like, yeah, right. Uh-huh. I want to see Io, Miko, Oscar triple threat so much. Why? Because they all Asian. Me personally, I'm okay with people having a fulfilling career and then going and sitting down and being a coach in the back. Miko Satomura could add a lot to the women's division by being a producer or a coach in the back. I think that is more where she should be rather than running all over the U.S. wrestling. Miko is an acquired taste, and I don't think people in the United States, more specifically the fans on the main roster and NXT fans in general, besides some of us, who would actually respect and enjoy what she brings to the table. I don't think that woman deserved to be disrespected, and I know she's going to be disrespected. So if I was her, this would be my final match. I would have this match with these two. Let me have a final match with Blair Davenport 1-on-1, and then I will go about my business and either retire or transition into the back so that I can work with the talent and help with the talent. That's how I would be. But it's ultimately up to Miss Miko what she wants to do. The Legos took you out, girl. She's 42 and she could very well continue for a few more years, but that main roster travel schedule may not be good for her. It is a very hectic schedule. Miko is that girl, and she's been doing this for a very long time. So her retiring makes sense. Just have her win and drop the titles like Asuka did when she got called up to the main roster. Period. Tears. I love that. I love that. I'ma vacate. Let her vacate them. Let her vacate them. She could have just did good braids, Rico. She could just have decent ass braids. Because what the fuck is this? I'm really mad about this. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? I just want to know how the black women or POC felt in the locker room about her hair. See, this is the thing. A lot of people have a skewed view of what black women care about hair. Here's the problem. Nobody cares that she wears the braids. It's that black girls cannot wear the braids the way that we do them. We can't do our hair like that in any setting, or it's always getting touched, or it's always being deemed as something that's hood or ghetto. But she's wearing the hairstyles that we've created, and she doing it wrong. She doing it wrong. Period. Nia used to have good braids. I didn't have a problem with Nia's braids. I didn't like the color choice she made for her braids, but I didn't have a problem with the execution of her braids, except for one time. One of her braids started in the middle of her hair. I was like, oh, no, ma'am. Nope, lazy. Fix it. I could understand why he want to see that. Those are 3 top stars in Japan and would have been a banger if given the chance. I agree. The girls, whether it be NXT or the main roster, could benefit from someone on Miko's caliber. Or don't braid your hair at all, girl, because the fuck is this? I don't know. But I know it's a mess. Like, fuck, Nia, but she had good ass braids. She did. She did have good ass braids. She really did. Now, the only reason why I said what I said about Io, Miko, and Asuka is because I find that every time those girls come over, they always put them together. They're always grouped together. If Kairi Sane was still there, they would add Kairi Sane in there too. And I was just like, I really, my thing is when it comes to POCs and um it is always let's put the black girls together, or let's put the Japanese girls together, let's put the Asian girls together, let's do this. And I don't mind that in some instances, but it's just, can we not group them together just because they're Japanese or because they're black? I feel like, and that's probably not what King was trying to do, and I might be a little overzealous with him, so for that I apologize. But I find that every time those girls' names are brought up, that's what happens. They all get lumped in together, and I'm just like, no, like each one of them are separate in their own right. Like I remember a while back they were talking, and it was like, "Ooh, Asuka and Io as a tag team was snap," and I'm just like, I don't know about that. I don't necessarily think that would be the best decision to do, but to me it would just look like, once again, you putting the Japanese girls in a tag team together because you don't know what to do with them. I don't know. Maybe I'm just reading too much into it. I tend to do that. So She must have been hanging around Nikita too much. No, she didn't. She is a repeat offender when you talking about her hair. Her hair when she be having her extensions in there don't be right. It's like she be greased up or she done sweated her extensions out. They don't be blended. They don't look nice. Now Mandy, you can say a lot of shit about Mandy. And I be giving Mandy the motherfucking blues. But that woman's always got her shit together, especially since she been champion. Her hair be laid. Okay? Now I remember a time where Mandy's shit was separated too, where you could see her real hair length and the extensions, but she got her shit together real quick, and she learned, at least the stylist she went to learned how to layer that shit in her hair so it looked right in her hair. This girl, no, I don't care how much they checks cost. You can get decent hair and get your hair done properly and not be sitting up here with your hair unblended and you got weave in there and it's down your back and you can tell that your hair stops at your shoulder and the rest of the weave you got in your hair is all the way down your back. And then on top of it, the hair is clumped together and stringy because it's cheap ass hair. That makes me so goddamn mad. And you know why? It's because you don't have no excuse. You have no excuse for that. None. You have no fucking excuse. No excuse. Well, I hope Quincy told her this was not it since they hang out. He probably told her it was cute. Now, setting her up for failure. The kitty probably sent her to the same person who did her passion twist when she was on the Zeus network. Oh, I don't know nothing about that. This reminds me of the dragging of when they was dragging the fuck out of Khloe Kardashian for wearing Bantu knots. And was calling them mini buns. Zaya did braids and Zaya Lee's braids was cute, but I didn't like the stuff that the yarn I think she put in her hair. But her braids weren't bad. Yeah, I understand what you're saying completely. Those three are megastars and are impeccable wrestlers. Their careers in Japan have crossed paths many of the time, and I think them facing off in America would be a treat for us. Like, how your gimmick is a rich girl and you dressing like that. I don't know, but this is disrespectful. It's just disrespectful. I don't like it. And one thing I can't stand is lazy execution. And then on top of that, your character is supposed to be sassy and have an attitude. Like, girl, if I was Mackenzie, I'd have read her ass standing right there. I'm like, girl, all this neck rolling and talking you doing, Wendy gonna whoop your ass. And that's exactly what happened. You got your ass whipped. Wendy whipped your ass, honey. She tore you up. She did. I'ma send the dude. I'm seeing this photo because he gotta see this, child. So let's get off of her because Species is getting on my nerves. And one thing too, when y'all put on bronzer, you got to blend it, honey. Now you see, look at Mackenzie's cheek, where her bronzer is, and her all her stuff blended. When you look at her face, now look at Tiffany's face. It's just a big thick streak right here underneath her cheekbones. Nope, violation. You should have your shit blended out. There ain't no reason for you to be walking around here with a thick chunk of brown makeup on your face. None whatsoever. Yeah, that was funny. Or at least the mash was good. Yeah, she ruining my dinner, dumb bitch. Nope. Do better. Mackenzie face is all most of the time flawless. I don't never see nothing wrong with her bronzer. Her bronzer blended, eyeshadow's perfect, brows are done right, lips are lined right. Her everything is blended on her face. This whole right here, no. No, ma'am. Go back. Go back in the chair. Go back in the chair and fix it. Let's move on to Grayson Waller, child. I thought I uploaded Grayson Waller's picture. Ah, fuck, I did. Well, anyway, Grayson Waller decided to have the Grayson Waller effect today on NXT 2.0 and pretty much got sunned by Apollo Crews. And he was just like, straight up Nicki Minaj on him, like, ain't the Miz your daddy though? He like, you his son, bitch. You ain't, and then you're not even a good version. You a weak ass version of the Miz, and even the Miz let you answer the question and talk. You know what I'm saying? Grayson Waller was cutting him off every time he got ready to say something, calling him all types of names, and talking about, I'm just calling it like it is. You just don't like the hard hitting questions. And then he's talking about his accent. I'm like, he kind of got you there, Apollo. He was like, are we talking about this accent here, eh? I was like, yeah, they talking about that one. They talking about that one, Playboy. They talking about that. That's what they talking about. They talking about that one. He was like, I'm still a Nigerian warrior. And I was like, period. Now, did you put a skirt on? Really?
What?
Special needs. Anyway, he brought up Apollo Crews' wife and his kids, and that's when Apollo Crews bitch slapped his ass. And Grayson Waller was on the ground after being bitch slapped, just laying there. Now, this segment, I guess it was necessary to kind of draw out Apollo Crews and to understand what's going on in terms of what he's there. He made it very clear that he wants to be there so that he can, first of all, partake in the new talent, and he wants to gain a title that he never got the chance to earn, which is the NXT Men's Championship, and of course, you got the North American Championship, which he could also go after. Now, the titles being unified, and when new people coming into NXT 2.0, the NXT 2.0 is expanding right before our eyes. So we're gonna have to try very hard to watch and see how this unfolds, because whether Tyler Bates or Braun Breaker wins the championship at Worlds Collide, they have several competitors that are gunning for them in the end. So I'm very curious to see where this could lead in terms of Worlds Collide, and afterwards what they're gonna do with like the Halloween pay-per-view that they have. They usually have War Games, how that's gonna play out if they do NXT UK versus NXT. You know what I'm saying? I'm very interested in how this is going to work out leading into the new year of 2023. With all that being said, Grayson Waller got sunned today, and he very well deserved that punch to the face because he's a piece of shit. Okay? He's just a piece of shit. I was on his live, so was Kenny. I was not about to sit and look at Grayson Waller's ashy ass lips on Instagram and on my TV. That was not happening. No. Grayson was really going live too on Instagram during this. I was like, this is actually kind of fun. Yeah, Grayson at him at the accent. I hope the unified titles keep the NXT UK title designs or some version of it. Damn, 2023 is upon us. Yes, ma'am, it is. Got a few more months, baby. Few more months. Also, Gusherhead used his monkey paws to grip on the ceiling. Ugh. Apollo should have slapped his ashy ass with some Vaseline, child. Not Vaseline. So, Blair Davenport had a match with Indy. And Indy lost. She stayed out there throughout the whole segment between Miko, Blair, and Mandy. And then they had another segment in the back. And then Indy had the microphone. And she just seemed really down on herself. She was very sad about the fact that she could not rebound the way she promised herself that she would. And things for her just got progressively worse. And she just was defeated. She just was defeated. And so she just was like, I don't know what to do now. All of a sudden, Dexter appears. And she seemed to be ecstatic to see the man, obviously. She loves him. So, she was very, very happy to see her Dexter. And Dexter goes in the ring. She goes to him. They hug and kiss and seem to be happy. He carries her out of there, but he knows that he can't stay with her because he's a wanted man. You see, he done kidnapped the Miz, and they've been looking for him. You know. So now that he done showed up in NXT because he was trying to, give Indy all the love that he can provide for her, he ended up exposing himself, and now he has been caught. He left Indy a note, and in the note it says, I'm going to leave you for now. I love you. And that's where we left it. So now I'm assuming Miz will be found by Monday, and all will be right with the world for just a little bit. And Indy's going to show up on Raw, as is Dexter. And then we'll get to see how they're going to book them on the show. And of course, if Johnny Gargano is showing up on the main roster, you can best believe his wife, Candice LeRae, probably isn't going to be too far behind. But I think she wants to enjoy some time with their little son. And she posted a picture of their son on Instagram, I believe it was. I think I saw it on Instagram, and I saw it was on Twitter or Instagram. But he was so cute. And she had on a little shirt for him, and it said something about WWE, and I just thought that was so cute. But anyways, so Dexter returned to save his damsel in distress today, and I just thought that was a very cute moment. Cameron Grimes had a match with Javi. I don't know who this dude Javi is. I don't like him, and not for the reason you think. I just generally don't like him. I don't like his look. Like, I feel like he's too young to be walking around with a dad bod, and he just seems like somebody who just he's corny, and he isn't he just isn't he just ain't he just ain't. And I was just like, ugh. Yes, ma'am, they arrested him, honey. He got arrested. I hope he dropped Miz off in his own laundry room like he did with Roderick. Good time. Free my man Dexter. He ain't even do anything that bad. Blair finisher was weird. I didn't really watch that match, so I wouldn't know. Hi. Candace and baby wrestling. Stuff that like that pulls at my heartstrings. I don't like reposting people's children because I feel like that's disrespectful to them because that's their kids, and I don't want nobody else's kids to be on my timeline unless it's something that is like all of them is together, they in a family or something like that. Even then, I find it like I do it like with Father's Day when they post the pictures of themselves, and then I'll just be like, Happy Father's Day to the guys, and I try not to take the pictures of their kids. I just find it to be weird. But if you want to see her son, he is on Twitter, on her Twitter page, and I believe he's on Johnny's page, so you can see them there. But please, if you follow me and you have a page, just out of courtesy for them and just for the child, like, don't repost their kids. You know, I just find it to be really eerie. But I thought that was just so cute. They were sitting there watching Raw, and his dad is on Monday Night Raw. Probably one of the biggest highlights of Johnny Gargano's career, honestly. Once that cell, let that boy out of jail. Open that cell, let that boy out of jail. That's a mess. How was your day? Did you cook today? No. Um, I literally was in here playing Saints Row. I started playing it last night after it downloaded and I was able to play it. And then I was in here playing it today because something that I needed didn't deliver. So I had to wait. I was playing it all day today and I'm probably gonna play it tomorrow until Saints Row until my stuff delivers tomorrow. I don't need to post no one's kids. Tiff don't need to post no one's kids because these bitches is her sons. I can't. They're such a cute family. They do have a beautiful family. I'm very happy for both of them. I was happy to see Johnny back. I was a fan of DIY and I loved his feud with Champa. And the way grew on me over time. The way grew on me too. I didn't think it would, but it did. But I was glad to see Johnny Gargano as Johnny Wrestling rather than to see him come back as as Johnny Blackheart as they was calling him. Um he had a little spat with Theory and he super kicked Theory dead in his shit on Monday. So that was that. Hopefully that'll lead to Theory and Gargano battling it out at some point. I don't know how they're gonna hit the ground running, but it seems they're gonna hit the ground running. What is this? What is this? Oh, I had a picture of Miko Satomura coming, and I just took that picture. I was like, oh, beautiful. She coming there walking. She walks like somebody of importance. She walks like a queen, regal. She speaks. When she speaks, you listen. She command respect just by walking into a room. That's power. That's the type of power Mandy cannot command. No, 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 no. So, ladies and gents, Von Wagner had a match um, with Tyler Bate. I did not see Tyler Bate win that match. I did not see Von Wagner win that match. I don't know who won it. I saw the beginning, but I fast forwarded through it. I'm so sorry to tell you that I did. Not because I didn't want to watch Tyler Bate, because I actually do enjoy watching Tyler Bate wrestle, but I can give less than a damn about Von Wagner. So I was not watching that match at all. If Von Wagner lost, then kudos to WWE for booking something correctly. But I just never. Okay, Tyler Bate won. Good, good. Mandy wishes. Speaking of Regal, didn't his son show up tonight also? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. No. She calls Tyler Bate Russell Crowe. It wasn't Russell Crowe for real. That's what she calls. That's who she calls Tyler Bate, because Tyler Bate to her looked like Russell Crowe. Well, he do kind of look like him in Unhinged. She just not as fat as Russell Crowe was in Unhinged. You know what I'm talking about? Russell Crowe's a big bitch. That's a big bitch. That's a big bitch. Mandy couldn't buy that type of power if they bottled it up and sold it in the store. Facts. I agree. Regal's son, Charles, fine as hell. I don't know who that is. I have no idea who they're talking about. Let me let me pull him up so I can see a picture of him because I don't remember. Oh, his name is Charlie Dempsey. Okay. Oh, that's his son. He was in Chase U today. Um, I won't say he fine, but he does have a hard style wrestling, very similar to his father's. I'm not surprised. So yes, he did show up today. I'm sorry, I didn't know who y'all was talking about, but that's Charlie Dempsey, and Charlie happens to be William Regal's son. He not attractive to me, but if that's what Kenny like, I'm not finna shit on him because I was just like, "Ooh, who is this?" He showed up in Chase U today, so he was teaching them holds or something, and he was tearing them up. He was whooping their ass. Everybody he went up against, he tore them up. He showed up in a bad segment where he was rough with these guys. I won't say the segment was bad. I won't say that. I'm about to say the fuck he doing there, girl. It wasn't a bad Chase U segment. I actually like Chase U. I don't know why people shit on Chase U so much. That shit is funny. When Andre get the hollering and he get the cussing them out, he be going off, honey. I love it. Oh my god. Charlie Dempsey or something like that. That is his name. Kidding, you're right. Shout out to Regal for not manipulating his son to AEW. You know William Regal still got loyalty to WWE, despite he in AEW. Laugh my ass off, Rico. Hold the phone. Regal has actual children. Charlie Dempsey is Regal's kid. I didn't know that. Yes, that is his kid. Now he said that Tiffany Stratton looked like a Wayne's brother. I'm not finna go there. Don, Kenny, and I are all willing to and ready for him to teach us. Okay, good for you. But he's not my cup of tea at all. So you are more than welcome to him, honey. You, Kenny, and Don, and Taylor can have a good old time enjoying your snack. But Tiffany will not partake because Tiffany's not attracted. Okay. Okay. Hold up. Twitter was simping because he said on your hands and knees. Okay. I don't find a man attractive, but if y'all do, wonderful. Who said Chase U was bad? I went by what he said. Did anyone else see the rumor that Adam Cole is rumored to be wanting out of his AEW contract? I mean, I don't believe rumors, but wherever there's smoke, there's fire. Listen, tears up. I am not surprised that these rumors are circulating. In fact, I expected it to be sooner. However, if Adam wants out of his contract, he more than likely is well aware that Triple H is rebuilding his original stable of number one guys, and he is not there. And like I said, Adam Cole has to be kicking his ass right now. He has to be like this, this, this wasn't the thing that I thought was. I didn't. This the math ain't math. I thought, I didn't think this was gonna happen this soon. You feel what I'm saying? So now you're in a situation where you're far away from the title scene, bruh. It's not happening for you. Okay? It's not happening for you. But I know what's happening now. I'm telling y'all, they all experiencing backstage what a lot of people experienced backstage in CM Punk's day when his ass was in the E. And now everything is changing over there in AEW. They've got new producers, they got new people, they got new shit. Now you got a situation where some of them WWE guys gonna want to come back to the E. Okay, and they gonna show up. They gonna go, but Tony Khan petty. He's not gonna release their contracts Tony Khan is going to hold them contracts until they run out. And all of them fans that was running their mouth, talking shit, talking about WWE was wrong for holding on to contracts, they was wrong for just releasing them without, okay, because what is going to happen is these people are going to want their contracts to be released, and he is not going to do it. He's going to hold them contracts until it is time for them to be up. And they're going to be stuck there. And he's going to have a whole bunch of disgruntled people. Mark my words. Telling you. I was telling y'all this the first time when CM Punk first got there. And then I was saying it around the time when the first set of releases in AEW started. Because when AEW released them first set of people, they didn't release their contracts. They just let their contracts run out. And like I said, that is not any better than Vince and them cutting contracts. In fact, it's worse. Because once the contract runs out, they no longer get paid. They don't get any more money. At least under an e-contract, you get 90 days to be compensated. Can you wrestle somewhere? No, but you can be paid. You got 90 days to rest your body, get your shit together, start your marketing and branding for yourself, and get your name back out there on the indie scene and get bookings. You got 90 fucking days. Whereas with the AEW, you get released, your ass is out there feet running. You got to get started as soon as you get released. You don't have a chance to rest because you no longer have a paycheck coming in, bruh. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. Now, I never said WWE was better. I'm just saying that's not, being released is not no better than being fucking your contract running out. That's worse. Because, baby. Oh, no, I didn't mean to say it was bad. It was an autocorrect. Okay. But you know, we got master mabitulators. What is mabitulators? What is that? What the fuck is a master mabitulator? I'm stealing it. Soon as I figure out what the fuck it is. Well, that's good for you, babe. Good for you. Amazing. Love him. Treat him. Hold him. Okay? He's all yours. I don't want anything to do with him. No thanks. That pink meat is all for you. It's all for you, loves. All for you. I've been watching this dude for months. I thought I was tripping. I've literally been watching NXT UK and have seen Charlie Dempsey so many times and never figured out he was Regal's kid. The way shit been going down on both ends, I won out too. Facts, Don. I ain't even trying to front. Yep, I said this was gonna happen. I said it was it. I said it because I saw it coming. That's what I'm saying, Rico. Miro is another one. It's giving WCWTs. She's stupid. I give Cody a lot of shit, but he was smart as fuck to get out when he did, because the captain always goes down with the ship. I told you that he saw what was going on and he was out, because they started signing WWE people and they had made a promise that they wasn't going to do that. But you know, live your best life. But it's not going to be good. Now they all trying to get back in Club E. Shouldn't have signed in 5 years. The door is closed. Well, to be fair, they also work the indies while being on AEW. But here's the thing. If you're in the indies, let's say you're working exclusively with AEW. If you're a top star, you're working exclusively with AEW. Somebody like, somebody like Chris Jericho, and maybe he not taking no indie bookings right now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's putting all his focus into AEW. Anybody who's a champ like Jade, She's not working no indie bookings, right? She's working exclusively with AEW. Y'all let her contract run out and say, okay, thanks for coming. I'm not saying she's gonna be destitute, but you don't have enough time to set shit up for yourself. You do not have time for that. You have to put your feet down on the ground and keep your feet running. And like you said, burning the candle at both ends does not work. If you are working in these jobs and working at AEW, let's say you a top billing star like Adam Cole and the Young Bucks. Young Bucks don't work indie scene, I don't think. They don't do indie shit no more. Omega doesn't do indie shit no more. They all work within the confines of AEW. If they're not doing that and they decide to leave, it's not going to be difficult for them to book things, but that's not what I mean. It's like you don't have a chance to breathe. You don't have a chance to rest and get your shit in order. You got to have your stuff together. Like if you know your contract is coming up, you got to focus on that right then and there. You don't have a chance to just go, okay, I can take a couple weeks off. I can go to the gym, get my body right, and then I can start marketing. I'll get my social media team together. We'll start the bookings. I'll have those things booked out. I can start working on my other side businesses, get that shit built up, and start making my money, and it's coming in. I can do my bookings the way I want. You don't have time for that. All that shit has to be done while finishing up your contract and continuing to keep your bookings up for the indie scene. That is a very hectic and obviously domineering schedule that shouldn't be. Oh, one more thing about NXT. So we saw Santos Escobar show up in NXT 2.0 today, and he came and got his girls. Okay, he said, bring back my girl. He went and got Lola, Raul, I think that's his name, and Joaquin. If I got his name wrong, I'm sorry. He went and got all of his Legado del Fantasma, and they gone. They going to the main roster. Now, me personally, I think Raw is a little thick on the talent side. Some of them motherfuckers need to come to SmackDown, okay? I would definitely send Legado del Fantasma to SmackDown 100%. Take that title off of Gunther. I know a lot of people are like, yes, I know, but I'd send Gunther's ass back to Europe. Let him be in Europe. And it's no shade to Gunther that he can't be in the NXT. He can't be in WWE. He can, but I want my main roster to kind of be a little bit more fun, a little bit more spicy. And I want some real shit going. Now, Gunther do be tearing up Ludwig's chesticles. Bless you, baby. He do be tearing up his chesticles. But I don't know. I want Legado del Fantasma to be on the main roster, and we finally get our hit row feud right. You feel me? Put their asses on SmackDown. Let's have some fun, because SmackDown is cute, but it's not hitting the way Raw hits as of lately, right? SmackDown is cute. It's getting there. It's pulling itself out the trenches, but it's not hitting the way that Raw be hitting, right? So I was seeing Santos and his entire crew over there. They could use Elektra. I know we be going at Elektra neck. Well, me specifically, I be going at Elektra neck. But at the bare minimum, she's a better wrestler than Aaliyah, and she's a solid powerhouse wrestler. Solid. I just don't like the way the bitch dressed, but. She's a solid wrestler and she's a decent character. I wouldn't mind her being there, okay? She works for me. I really like her wrestling-wise. I think she's great. And then you got Joaquin and Raul, I believe that's their names. If I'm saying their name wrong, I'm so sorry. Those two tag team division beefed up right there. Do you know what you can get with Los Lotharios and Legado del Fantasma? Are you kidding me? And then in his own right, Santos Escobar. Are you serious right now? That right there is money. Money in your hands. Are you fucking kidding me? Do not put them on Raw, please. For the love of God, do not put them on Raw. Put them on SmackDown. Start beefing up SmackDown. Roman's going to be gone very soon. We don't know how long Roman's going to be gone for. If it's just going to be until the Royal Rumble, We don't know. We don't know what they're going to do. We don't know how Roman's going to drop the titles. We don't know anything. But Roman is not going to be around for a long time. So what are you going to do for SmackDown? It's going to be empty. You're going to need to do something. We're going to need to do something. All right, let's go back to the conversation we was talking about. But if you're not remotely good on the bullshit show, you done for. And a bitch and a manipulator. I love it. Master bitch manipulator. I love it. A mess. EI Matt Hardy. Nick. It's up there.
Yo.
It's better on regards to I cannot work for 90 days and I still have checks coming in, as opposed to my contract not being renewed and having to figure out where my next check is coming from. Okay. Right.
All right.
That's good though when people don't know who your parent is in the business. That is true. It cuts out people saying shit like, well, insert wrestler is riding their parents' coattails. What happened? Okay. That's going to be me and Don's indie tag name, Master Mabitulators. Okay. Yep. Once CM Punk went there, I said it's only a matter of time before Cody leaves. Bryan Danielson talking about I'm never going back to sports entertainment. And I'm like, he going back. He going back. Did they give him a ring at WWE yet?
I don't know.
And I'm like, good, you need to retire anyway. Child, facts. For his health's sake. Okay. Bless you, big brother Jer.
Thank you.
They really need to bring back Imperium. Imperium is not there due to the fact that Gianni Vinci did not want to be in it. He wanted to be a singles competitor. That is why Imperium is not there. It's not because they didn't want them to be there. It's on Gianni. You could lightly tap the back of DB's neck with a paper clip and he'd have to retire. Now, see, Aaliyah, you ain't have to say that hateful shit. That was hateful. Electra could be good with Natty. Yeah, against or with her, I agree. Electra be standing there with her chest puffed out too much. Child, put them on SmackDown and send Indy to Raw. Indy's going to Raw. Dexter's on Raw, Indy going to Raw. They going. Like Rico shit. Rico, she a big city girl. That my ass off the classical. Cue the Mr. Krabs meme. The classical music came in perfect. That's his ringtone. He won't download a ringtone like a normal human being. He keep the ringtones from the phone and use them. So, and he got an Android, so Gerard can actually make a ringtone out of the music that's on his phone, and he refuses. So, that's his personal business. I don't know who told Gianni Vinci that he had the juice like that, but somebody lied to him several times. Well, I was told that, his entrance and everything about him is very old school, and they like that. And I was like, okay, that's good for you. I disagree, though. Oh, Drock, can you bring your soap asada back, please? I disagree, though, wholeheartedly. I believe that Gianni Vinci is a character that's been done 70,000 times over. And I feel like while he's an amazing superstar, body-wise, he's great. He's not a bad-looking dude either. He looks very good to me. But I just think Imperium just had the sauce. They just did. Rolling together and them being a tag team would have beefed out that tag team division on SmackDown as well, and it really would have gave the Usos a good challenge for those championships. Not to say that nobody else who went up against them isn't a good challenge, but it just would have given them just that extra beefiness to SmackDown. And I just feel like he really missed out on a very good opportunity to possibly be champion on the main roster once again. Instead, he's trying to go at this as a singles career. And while I understand it, he could have ended up doing that on the main roster later on down the line. And I just wish he would have seen it. I wish he would have seen the possibility before he decided to do this. But I understand, you see your goals, you see your dreams are right in front of you, and you want it, you're going after it, you're not going to wait. And I'm not mad at him for that. I just kind of wish people would have better timing when it comes to their dreams, if that makes sense. Why buy them when they come free? I like it. Okay. Imperium needs to be filled out. Hateful yet truthful. Come on, he's hanging on by a thread. Aaliyah, you ain't shit. I have Rhea Ripley's theme song as my alarm. That brutality song, Lord, that's something to wake up to. I can understand that. I just want Bobby Roode back. That man is a whole star. Well, he ain't went nowhere. They probably gonna let him come back under his glorious moniker since him and Dolph split up. They could use him in the division, in the mid-card division. He could be a good champion. You forgot my Soap Prasada? What's wrong with you?
Yeah.
You okay? Gianni's is to Imperium what garlic is to pasta sauce. Helpful, but not always necessary. Girl. Naomi's amazing is my ringtone. Has been for years. Ooh. Child, sometimes I wake up before it and don't know if I missed it. I have Dean Ambrose's WWE theme song as my alarm clock. Really? Y'all are quick with the WWE themes. I got a regular old annoying alarm, honestly. And my ringtones are made of are from songs that are in my phone. Gerard's ringtone is literally a song that two TikTokers made over the pandemic. And when he calls, that's what hold on, I'm gonna play it. Hold on 1 second. So y'all can hear his theme. I mean his ringtone. Hold on. It's not ringing.
What?
My phone.
Because this one do not disturb.
No, it's not. No, that's the do not disturb sign right there.
No.
Hold on a second. My ringtone is the sound of slashers killing people. Just kidding. Girl, I was going to say, Kitty, please, though. I was going to say, Kitty, please. I got the standard iPhone ringtone. And mine is the best ringtone ever. Silent. Trisha just can't help it. You gotta love her though. She is unapologetically herself. Can't ask for nothing better than that. Let me see if I can play it. Not too soon. It don't matter if my ringer on or off. I ain't answering dependent, period. On who's calling. I have so many WWE theme songs as ringtones for some of my family and friends. On my phone, been on silent since sophomore year, child. Stay in school. um. Okay, let me see if I can find it. Please, I've been down on my knees, begging you, please, baby. Oh, here it goes. It's in my ringtone maker app. Um, here it goes. Said I'm down on my knees, begging you, please. One more time. Will you love me if you say you can? Tell me that you'll always be there. Is there something that I need to hear? Baby, please, just let me know. That's his ringtone when he calls me. I'm like, oh, my baby calling. Excuse me. I love that song. During the pandemic, it was this TikToker. Both of them, the TikToker put the song up, and then another one added vocals to it. And I just thought it was so fucking dope. But then the vibrating be pissing me off. So at night it's on Do Not Disturb. A mess. You'll figure it out by the time you get to the 12th grade. Well, I just seen that WWE is making WWE boxers. Roman got a pair that say acknowledge me. I'm in tears. Listen, there's a t-shirt on the shop that says acknowledge your tribal chief. Acknowledge your tribal daddy, I think.
No, the tribal chief is your daddy.
Tribal chief is your daddy. And acknowledge your daddy, right?
There's something I can't remember.
I know Tears got him. I've always been able to sing, children. Depends on the day how it come out. Well, are you gonna buy the boxes or not? Marvel got underwear too. Who is that? It's a YouTuber, and I was subscribed to a YouTube channel before I got TikTok. His name is Mark, actually.
Mark Riblet, I think.
And he does tours and stuff. The other guy's name, it's Mr. something. I can't remember his name. But it's still on pre-order. That's a mess. They should have had him shipped by now. So it was during the pandemic. Mark made the song, and all he says is one more time. And then the black guy, which I can't remember his name, I'm so sorry. He comes in and adds the other vocals to it. So I love that song so much, I saved the video. And Brandy, if I find it in my phone, I'll send it to you. Not bust down. He said that beat makes me want to bust down sensually. Rico's a mess. It's still on pre-order. Her shirt's still on pre-order.
Damn.
That's messed up. She said she ain't gonna wear it around Malcolm.
Mm-hmm.
I'd imagine you wouldn't. I'm like, wait a minute, who your daddy? Take that off. Anyways, we are being fed, ladies and gentlemen, because Clash at the Castle is Saturday, and this what we getting. This what we getting. We getting this. We getting this. Ladies and gentlemen, we are being fed, okay? We are eating. And the one that I think everybody's kind of sleeping on is Walter and Sheamus. That's going to be the one. That's going to be the match. That shit going to be hard hitting all the way through, baby. Hold on a second. All right. This the match that everybody going to be talking about. This one. It's going to be a mess. Well, we know what happens when Malcolm asks Tears to take something off. The way August flew by, right? Not period. You ain't supposed to co-sign it. Ma'am. Sheamus about to walk out that match pink as shit. He gonna look like Super Boo. That's a Dragon Ball Z reference. I know that. That's what I was thinking. A mess. Alexa Bliss had the nerve to fix her mouth and say Bianca's days as champion are numbered after Clash at the Castle. And I'm like, if your dog carrying ass don't get the fuck out, girl. I'm like, Alexa, we're not looking for you, hun. Okay? Because we don't care about you. You've been gone so long at this point. That even as the goddess, we don't care. New version, old version, new car smell version, doesn't matter. We don't care, Alexa. This is what happens when you get replaced. I imagine you know how the rest of the girls felt every time you was being booked over them. Just saying. I feel like that Sheamus and Walter's match is going to be a dark horse match. That's what I meant when I said this is the match to look out for. But yes. Oh, Bianca was over in Toronto, honey. And I love to see it. Even her during her dark match, most of the crowd was still there. Toronto support. They don't care. My thing with Alexis is you talking all that stuff while that doll was more over than you. That ain't got nothing to do with me, baby. Nothing. Nothing. I need to get this. Honey, can you? I cannot reach my juice on the floor. Can you reach it? Gracias. These the new hooks.
Okay. Oh shit.
So I can hang the rest of my stuff up on the wall because, babe, it's sitting on the floor and being in front of the door. It's not working. Good. Exactly, Tiff. How about you ask Sasha Banks how she felt having to put your ass undeservingly over? Ooh. I think she's just used to being at the top of the mountain, always being in the conversation, and then when somebody else come in and they're getting that shine, she can't handle that.
Gotta see where it's ugly ass.
But you know where her and Bianca differ and why Bianca always gonna be on top and she not.
Because Bianca don't mind not being at the top.
That's the point. Bianca don't mind being at the bottom and working her way back up. And Bianca don't mind putting people over to get things done. She don't mind putting in the work. Bliss, on the other hand, which I won't say she don't mind it because I don't know. But given her behavior over the last year since she came back, explains a lot of things. Like, where was this animosity when Becky was being put on the shelf after being champion for a couple of months? You ended up taking her championship from her and being champion longer than the inaugural champion was. Mm-hmm. I don't forget. I remember.
Becky had that title, 2, maybe 3 months?
She didn't even have a chance to defend it like she should have.
And all of a sudden they gave it to Alexa Bliss. And at the time, Alexa Bliss had been Raw champion like maybe.
No, that was her first title reign. She had not been on the main roster.
Talking about Alexa. Okay.
If I'm wrong, they'll correct me. But I believe I'm right. Excuse me. Speaking of Sasha, did she do some shoots with Vogue? I don't know, dear. When I tell y'all wrestlers, I don't follow the wrestlers outside of wrestling. There's only a select few that I follow on social media. And some of those are indie guys because, to be honest with you, I just like looking at them. So I don't follow them. I don't know. Yeah, she beat Becky in a tables match to win her first title. That's because she kept calling her a Chucky doll during their feud. And she kept having fits in the ring every time she couldn't get the pin. She would kick and scream. And she won that title. She maintained that championship because she had a long rivalry with her. Because it included Mickey. I remember that because Mickey helped her maintain that championship in that steel cage match they had. She cheated for her numerous times. They got to Raw together and they did the same damn thing. So I have said this so many times. Every dog has its day. And Unfortunately for little puppy Alexa, a little puppy Alexis is her day. Okay, Alexa Bliss, that's her day. She, I'm thinking about Alexis because I wanted to know how the concert went for My Chemical Romance. I'm a texter because I didn't ask her and I wanted to know how the concert went. Heard on y'all. And she went and I know she had a good time. Anyways, so boom. Yeah. Oh, I like My Chemical Romance, right? I'm okay. So I'm not a big fan of My Chemical Romance in the way that Alexis is. Like she loved them. She said their music saved her life, which I believe her. I like one song by them, and I believe that song is called Black Parade. Me and My Chemical Romance just didn't. I didn't mesh with their aesthetic, but that doesn't mean that I didn't like some of their music. I did. I just wasn't a big fan of them in that way. Yeah, it's called Welcome to the Black Parade. That's the song I like. It's on their album The Black Parade. It came out in 2006. Woo, child, that was after I graduated high school, honey. It's a lot. What about Paramore? Is it Haley? What's her name? Haley Williams, the lead singer of Paramore. Hold on. Let me see. By the time Paramore came around, or by the time I got wind of them, I I was out of my emo phase. I did have one, that typical teenage angst stage, Jared. You know what I'm talking about? I was a weird teenager, and I liked the visuals of the alternative music videos. I liked Evanescence too. I thought they were great. Um, Not to turn 8. Hold on a second. Um, Paramore was I was in high school when Paramore's first album dropped. I believe it was in '05. I wasn't listening to a lot of alternative then, but I was obsessed with Linkin Park, and I would listen to Linkin Park all the time. I loved Linkin Park. And I listened to Evanescence a lot. I liked Panic at the Disco. I liked OK Go. I think that's the name of that group. Try the ones that had the video with the yeah, isn't it OK Go? The name of the group. I like them, and let me see, because there's some other people that I like that I don't really know the name of. Fallout Boy, All American Rejects, Avril Lavigne. Yeah, those that was my wheelhouse. And then I would go into like Simple Plan. I listened to Simple Plan. I would listen to Yellow Card. I liked oh fuck. I'm gonna have to go into my alternative music playlist because I used to listen to a lot of shit. And sometimes I get stuck in on my repeat. You know what I'm saying? And Jared be yelling at me because I um yeah, I was a big Simple Plan fan. I like Simple Plan. Um I love Good Charlotte and Sum 41. I used to listen to them a lot. Bowling for Soup was just they only had one or two songs that I like. And I used to listen to Blink 182. I loved All American Rejects. I only like one song from Hoobastank. I just like saying their name. I only like one song from Hoobastank. And there was a couple songs from Jimmy Eat World and
Breaking wrong direction by Hoover Tank is my shit.
yeah. And there was one song that
No, sorry, same direction. My bad.
is same direction. Oh my god, what is the name of that fucking song? Because I was a 90s kid, I grew up on grunge. So my introduction to alternative came by proxy of like Nirvana. That was what we listened to. If we didn't listen to hip hop, rap, and R&B, I was listening to Nirvana, and I was listening to I only listened to Hootie and the Blowfish once. What is the name of that song by Hootie and the Blowfish that I like?
Only want to be with you.
That's the name of the song. Because I don't really like Darius Rucker enough to listen to his music. But I only like Hootie and the Blowfish for one song. But I used to listen to Creed a lot. I liked listening to Nickelback. And I know a lot of people hated Nickelback, but I love Nickelback. I used to listen to oh shit, what's the name of that group? Matchbox 21. I used to listen to them a lot. Oh, I need to write this down while it's coming to me. I need to like go ahead and find all the artists I used to listen to. You know what? I did not listen to the Red Hot Chili Peppers like that. I really didn't, and I didn't realize the kind of music. I didn't know what they brought to the table until I remember vividly the video for one of their songs came up on the box. If you don't know what the box is, y'all just gotta know that I'm old, okay? When I was a teenager, if you didn't have cable, you had basic regular television, okay? You had to use the antenna to watch TV. Is that the name, Matchbox 20? Okay.
Dark days.
What?
Dark days.
It wasn't dark days for me. Anyway.
No, I'm talking about using the antenna to watch TV.
Oh, the antenna.
That's what I was talking about was dark.
Sometimes you couldn't get the box. Sometimes you had to kind of finagle the antenna so that the box channel would come in. And the way it worked was it played music videos 24/7. That's all that the box was doing. So essentially, you would order a song and it would cost you like $1.25 for a song. Depending on how popular the song is, it might cost you $5, it might cost you $1. They would charge it to your phone bill, okay? So you could order whatever music video you wanted. And I remember when Genuine's Pony came out, this is how old it was. When Genuine's Pony dropped, the box played that video religiously. It was ordered so many times, and I know it was ordered by all of them housewives and women that was sitting at home with their kids, and their kids was taking a nap, because it would always ramp up around 12 o'clock. It'd be around 12, and then all of a sudden the damn Genuine video would come on, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I remember that's where I first saw Mick Jagger's. Oh God, let me see if it was Mick Jagger. Let me make sure I get it right. No, that wasn't Mick Jagger. It was actually Steven. Oh fuck! Damn it! It wasn't Mick Jagger. Hold on a second. It was Aerosmith. My bad. I had to get it right. There's a song called Pink by Aerosmith. And that video came on, and I used to love that song so fucking much. If Steven Tyler is the lead singer to Aerosmith, that's the song. Jared singing it. I used to fucking love that song. And they ordered it so often that that's what you would see. And I can tell you the top videos that I used to see every day when I got out of school. It was always Genuine. And even after Genuine that dropped the video, it was over and done with. It was years. And that video would still pop up every day at the same time. So it'd be Genuine. It was Aerosmith's Pink. It was Aaliyah, Are You That Somebody? That's how I learned the whole dance to that fucking video because it would play back to back. Timbaland and Magoo song with Missy. What was it? Up Jumps the Boogie. Is that the name of the song? What was the name of the song Timbaland and Magoo came out with?
Their lead single on that album was Up Jumps the Boogie.
Well, how's it go? We gonna show you how we party. Keep it up. That was a song. Okay, so that song gets to play a lot with the video. Then Aaliyah had did the movie. Oh, fuck. Yeah, but that video wasn't on. The box was getting ready to phase out by the end.
But tell me, that's the body was on the box.
Yeah, I know that. I'm saying I'm crossing them over. Oh. Is what I'm trying to say. Okay. I had a Nickelback phase in high school. I still like Nickelback. I don't know why people shit on Nickelback so much, but I like Nickelback. I like them. Not charged to the phone bill. I remember that. Damn, we old, child. They charged. You had to charge it to the phone bill in order to pay for the videos, and they would put those videos up. I used to watch music on demand. It had Usher, Let It Burn, Beyonce, Crazy in Love, and DJ Unk, Walk It Out on repeat. Ooh, child. The youth, honey. You're young, Brandy, because that... What was that? 02? Let It Burn came out 02, 03?
I can't tell you, baby. You know what I say.
Hey, Google.
I remember the album, but...
When did Usher's song Let It Burn release?
Top search results.
Okay, well, tell me. Oh, it came out in 04. That Timbaland Magoo shit was my joint, right? It used to come on and it would knock. It would knock so, it would be so bumpy. And when you would be in your car listening to Timbaland and Magoo, man, that shit would kill. Fucking kill, I'm telling you. Oh my God, them was good days. I miss them days so much. Off topic, but Moesha used to get on my nerves. Is it just me? Extremely off topic, but no. It's not just you. I didn't like Moesha either. I still don't. I just didn't like her character. I felt like she was overly obnoxious and a little pretentious, and she looked down on her friends a lot. And what I really hated was... Right. What I really hated was how she treated her boyfriends and compared to Q. And then the one thing I truly detested was the whole ring situation. Now, here's the deal. I understand, if y'all have never seen Moesha, there's an episode of Moesha where she and Q have gotten engaged. This is after she done ran away. Let's put this into perspective. Hakeem kissed, what was her friend's name?
Talking about Shawn Jackson's character?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, I can't remember.
Niecy? What did Niecy?
I think so.
Hakeem kissed Niecy. I think that was her name. And she ran off with Q. Um I had the biggest crush on Usher. I was 6 in '04. Woo! Girl, the theme song is so good though, but yeah, not a fan of her character Moesha. I didn't understand why her and Hakeem ended up together. That was weird as fuck. It was, but Hakeem, I'll tell you what, I liked Hakeem. I thought Hakeem was a solid character. I thought he was a good dude. He just fucked up, right? And turned out to be her brother, which that was just ugh. Yeah, but I'll get to that in a minute. But listen, there's a part in later on in the show when she's in college and she break her Hakeem essentially cheats on her with Niecy. They kiss because it was a vulnerable situation. They kiss. Boom. Shit got ugly. Hold on, Brandon. I'll read your comment in a second. She decides to run off with Q. Yeah, he did die. She decides to run off with Q, and like right after this whole situation happened, what really blew me was like it was like this was the nail in the coffin for you to finally be free, right? But you just run off with this nigga and y'all go off and he's supposed to be making music and shit. And he buys you this big ass ring and y'all get engaged. You give up your virginity, blah blah blah, happy as home, happy as house. Okay. He comes back, you go back home, you tell your daddy you engaged, your daddy don't like it, all that shit. He tells you he need the ring back so he can do what he need to do for their future. And she says, "Oh, I'm gonna talk to this guy, and this guy's gonna help us out." The guy is hitting on Moesha. Okay, the guy is attracted to her. He hits on her. She knows this, and yet she continues to get the money. She said, "We could borrow the money from him. I get to keep my ring. Everybody's happy. I don't know why you're so mad." And he's like, "We just not gonna discuss this. Like, just give me the ring, and I'll get you a new ring later, and you'll understand that I did what I had to for us. This is for us, and for our future." She wasn't hearing it. She was like, "This ring means something to me. It's more than just the ring." I was like, "So you want the ring more than you want to be married?" Okay. I didn't like it. I posted this shit on TikTok as a clip. I saw every girl in the comments like, "Oh, he shouldn't have made her give back that ring. That was her ring." And I was just like, I don't know about that. I'm like, she fucked up too. Because you're not supposed to be having a conversation with another man, flirting with him to coerce him to give you money so that it could pay for something for you and your husband. Like that shit don't sound right to me. Um and I just felt like if she really cared about what he was trying to do, and they got engaged so odd. It was like they was arguing in the hotel room, and on impulse he went and bought a ring and proposed to her. And I was just like, this is so out of pocket and weird. Like, it's so weird. I just didn't understand it. But how you give a ring and then try? Is this plugged up? Oh, it's plugged up. But how you give a ring and then ask for it back though? In his defense, he asked for the ring back because he needed the money to pay for something. And I can't right off remember, but
studio time or something.
I don't know what it was for, but it was to pay for something. And he told her it was temporary. That ring was the only thing of value that they had. He had pretty much everything else, had been sold or given away or whatever the case may be. That was the only thing of value that both of them had left. And he didn't like take the ring from her. He did ask her for it. And she just refused to give it to him. She wanted him to borrow money from this nigga who obviously wanted to get with her. And he didn't want to do that. Pride was getting in the way with him on that front. I never said it was right, but I was like, give him the fucking ring if he wants the shit back. Clearly, you're not supposed to be married to the man. She wasn't supposed to be engaged to him in the first fucking place. The flaw was in the engagement in the first place. Y'all have sex, and the first thing he do is propose. And I'm just like, that don't sound right to me. That sound bogus as hell. I don't know about y'all, but I don't like it. I don't like it. Once you put the ring on my finger, it's mine. No givesies, backsies, nigga. She said no givesies, backsies.
Lord.
Hey, if a man come to me and tell me he wants his ring back, if the ring not worth nothing, I'll give it back. But if that ring real and it's nice, I want a signed document saying that when it is sold, I get half. I plays no games. I will go straight up. We going to the magistrate. I want everything written out and signed before a notary so that you cannot sell this ring without me or give it to another bitch. This is my goddamn ring. So if you want it, the only thing it could do is collect dust or you sell it. You can't give it to nobody else. You can't give it to nobody else, and you can't sell it without me. That's what I do. Shit. Especially if I don't like your ass no more. No, but Moesha I just never liked her. I liked Kim. I thought Kim was hilarious. I thought she was so funny. And I like Nixie too. But Moesha just was real naive and ignorant and just doing ignorant shit all the time. And I just was tired of her. Once Malcolm puts a ring on my finger, I'm getting it appraised and we're starting wedding planning the next day. We'll figure it out, baby. He got it all figured out, honey. But anyways, yeah, I wasn't a big ass fan of fucking of Moesha. I'm still not. Child, my legs are tired. Gonna be all right. I like the Parker spinoff more than Moesha. I like the Parkers too. The only thing I ain't like about the Parkers is watching Monique run after Professor Ogilvy. He wasn't worth the time nor the effort, if you ask me. And then at the end, they got married, and I was like, you married him over the dude you was getting ready to marry? Craziness. Crazy. Did y'all see the dude she was gonna marry? Light skin, real cute, pretty brown eyes, big old lips.
Then he had like the bill patch in his hair.
No, that was the other dude.
Okay.
That was when she that was the dude that's on the Upshaws with what's the name's character?
Was trying to date Wanda Sykes.
He was dating her. Yeah. She was his side piece, and he married
with kids
to a white woman.
Oh, she white.
Yeah, she was white. Damn. I was like, ooh. Did you ever watch or like the Parkers? I did watch the Parkers religiously every week, and I did like the Parkers. When I was younger, it was funny that she was going after Professor Ogilvy. But as I got older and I started to understand a little bit, I understood it better, the dynamic of a relationship. She literally was stalking him. And I guess it got to the point where it had been happening for so long and so much that Professor Ogilvy just realized that he was in love with her. I guess she essentially just broke him down, in my humblest of opinions. It was a running joke that she was, stalking him. That was her man. She had a damn key to his apartment. He ain't like it because at first he had a girlfriend. Veronica was his girlfriend. And because she was stalking him so much, Veronica left him. got married to some rich dude on a yacht and shit. And Professor Ogilvy ended up being single for the rest of the time until he had a couple women that he dated here and there. But for the most part, he was running around trying to keep Miss Parker away from him and shit. Uh, but anyways, if there's one thing Tip hates, it's an ignorant bitch. Period. Bitch. You know who says that word right is hot is Bretman Rock. Bretman Rock's got so much emphasis on that bitch. He be going off. Oh, he is my spirit animal. I love that boy so much. Oh, ain't he gay? Who? Who gay? Professor Ogilvy or the man that Monique was gonna marry on the last episode of the series? Because the dude who played Professor Ogilvy, I believe his name is Darren Wilson. That nigga ain't gay. He was married to Yvette Wilson on the damn show. They ended up getting a divorce. And she got cancer and died. And I don't remember if he and they didn't even have enough money to, if I recall, they didn't have enough money to bury her. I remember them setting up something to pay for her funeral. And yeah, and he didn't if he didn't have no money, he damn sure didn't act like he did, or at least attempt, because they had to ask for help to pay for that woman's funeral. Anyways, but she wasn't in love with him. She was in love with Professor. So in that regard, I understand. I don't, and you know why? Because Professor Ogilvy, it took what 8 years to realize he was in love with Nikki Parker's character. Hell no, I'd have married the nigga who loved me. No, I don't understand that at all. I wouldn't have married Professor Ogilvy. All the shit that he, like the way he used to treat her, I understood that she was like, she was stalking the shit out of him. Yeah. I'm not saying that she was right, but he was mean to her. Like one time he had to come and live in her house, right? And he was just ordering her around, like, make me a sandwich. I'm tired. Don't fucking talk to me. Like he was being an absolute chauvinistic dick. Yeah. He used to treat her like trash. So no, I wouldn't have married him either. Loved him or not. Like she could learn to love the nigga she was with and rolling over next to the man she was getting ready to marry every day. You would love him more and more just by looking at that man's face. Because Professor Ogilvy does not measure up in any way, shape, or form. Height, body, looks, no bitch. No bitch. He's a dork. By all the standards, he's a dork. Hold on. I'm going to make my own black sitcom one day. Well, go ahead. I don't think that deep down Professor Ogilvy, liked the stalking. I think he just got used to it. We just going by the character. I think he just got used to it. Ugh, he out here posting thirst traps. He just not cute, y'all. I can't do it. Hold on, y'all. It's 12:14, child. I didn't really like watch the Parkers like that, so I don't remember much of it. But I do remember Monique being obsessed with him, and I remember Kim's band. Yeah, Freestyle Unity. Kim used to be able to blow. John's own girlfriend, she was annoying to Joan. You talk about Joan? Her name is Joan. Joan on Girlfriends was annoying too. That's why she ended up alone. That's fucked up. So messed up. Hold on. Let me see if I can find a picture. Um, damn it. What is the name of the dude that was in the final episodes of the Parkers? Cast of final episode of the Parkers. I think his name is Dwight Woody. Hold on. Oh no. Motherfucker. His name is Mel Jackson. Okay, I got it. My lonely days are over. Hold on, y'all. Now, me personally, I'm not into the light bright. No, not Andre. Not him. Who posted third traps? Professor Ogilvy. John was being a bitch at some point. She was. She was. And it was at the end. Here's what he looked like. This is the dude that Nikki was gonna marry until she decided to marry Professor Ogilvy. So hold on, y'all. I'll pull it up so y'all can see. Oh, I still got that picture of Atwater in here. Ooh, he is so fan. Oh, I love me some Atwater. What did I do with it? Where is the picture? Did I take it? I don't think I. We're doing things in a new time swing. Come join us. We're the Parkers. We're the Parkers. We're the Parkers. Okay, this is Professor Ogilvy. This is the guy that Nikki Parker was running after and in love with for almost 10 years, right? And this is the man she left at the altar. You tell me, am I wrong? Ogilvy? Altar. Ogilvy? Altar. So somebody got, come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, y'all. Oh, I was about to say DeAndre Whitfield was gorgeous. He played Vanessa's boyfriend, Robert Foreman, on The Cosby Show. Oh, no, it wasn't him. Yes. That's who she left at the altar. He played Trip on Living Single. He's the one who took Kyle's place on the show. That's why the show went down. I hate to tell you that, Mr. Mail, but that's the damn truth. But this is who she left at the altar. This is who she left for Professor fucking Ogilvy. She left him for him. You got me all the way fucked up. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I would not. Not even in a little bit. Now she said, damn, I mean, that shit was stupid. I don't like either one. Honestly, shit. I love Mel Jackson. I think he is fine. I've always thought he was a fine looking man. Now, personally, I like my men to be a little bit on the darker side. I just like a good dark skinned man with a really nice smile. My baby got a nice smile. And he got nice skin. So I like that. I like that a lot. But I'm just saying, I prefer it. I prefer the darker skin. It just looks sun-kissed. But this man is attractive. I've always been attracted to this man. And I'm sorry. I just would not have chosen Professor Ogilvy's pug face looking ass over Mel Jackson. I'm sorry. I just would not have done it. I just would not. I would not have done it. Sorry. He is fine. I don't care. Fine. She said, me too, Tiff. I like them dark. I like them dark. It's just their skin tone is just nice. I find that most dark skinned men have very nice skin. And their face is always like really, really smooth. I don't know what it is in y'all genes or something, Jared, but y'all skin rarely get pimples. You know, you just got beautiful skin, and it always looks so nice in the sun. It's just sun skin. It's a beautiful day. Do you know I did this mission 4 times before I remembered or knew what I was supposed to do? That I was supposed to get in one of them cars and destroy them damn pallets. Do you know I stood there and fought all them people and destroyed all them pallets by all of the guns and weapons that I had? Because you can't shoot them. You can't shoot them, Jared. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to do this? Do you know I went all the way over there to where that them turrets are, grabbed one of the cars by the turret, and then destroyed it?
It was lighting shit up.
Do you know that's what I had to do? Because I blew up them cars because I thought you had to blow them up. Oh. She said, Rico said, yeah, the dude I'm seeing is dark skin and his skin is so smooth. Rico's in love. I got a few dark men celebrities that I got my eyes on. I realize now that's why a lot of women are obsessed with Idris Elba. It's because he's got that look. He gave this look. Hey, Trady. He gave this look. And he got dark skin. A lot of I don't know why, but it's just something about it. This messy or no? This is not messy. This is just real talk, sir. I already did my messiness for the day. I already talked about Trish. What's her name? Tiffany Stratton's hair, because she got on my nerves. I was very upset with her. Other than that, we good on the wrestling front. Because I can't talk about it forever. It's done deal. Dark skin? What? In love? Let's not do too much. Oh, please. Rico, it was a joke. Okay? Police. Okay? Police. It was a joke. Police. Any whoosies. What was he talking about? A bunch of things. But he said his man dark skin. I didn't I don't have nothing to do with that. He said his man was dark skinned, not me, baby. Okay? If it's that boy in that video that he put in the group chat, he look like he real medium. he look like he not of the dark melanin family. Okay? He look like he's in a medium zone, you know. Me loves me a chocolate man. Yes. Yes, hun, we know. Oh, that's the guy. Okay, well he medium. I mean, he might be dark skinned by Rico standards because Rico's quite light. But he medium. He a good schmedium. You know, he a good schmedium dog. You know, he like the super milky chocolate. You know, he ain't quite milk chocolate. He just Joey badass. Get in this zone, auto zone. You ignorant. Okay, Rico be thinking I'm burnt. Not you burnt. Don not even close. He said Rico be thinking I'm burnt. Well, I'm darker than Don. Ooh. Um, Contrary to popular belief, I think Michael B. Jordan is an okay looking dude. He's not like overly attractive, but he's a nice looking dude. I do like Luke James. He can sing your drawers off, honey. And I don't really know what Joey Badass looked like. I probably do know, and I just haven't put the face with the name. But I loves me some Woody McClain. I liked Woody when he first started doing videos on Facebook and what was it, Vine and Facebook, and then he moved to Instagram with his videos. Babe, Woody, you remember Woody?
Yeah.
Didn't he start doing videos on Vine first?
Yeah, him and Splat.
And then he moved from Vine to Facebook, and we started. He had a whole Facebook page where he would just post all his videos,
Yeah.
and we would see it come up every day. I love Woody. He has a song. He had a video to a song that I never knew existed because I hadn't listened to Drake's album all the way yet, and that song is fire. I love that song. I think that's his song with what is his name? Party Next Door. Is you sleep over here?
No.
I love Rick James though. I mean Luke James. Rick James dead, and he was a light bright. Well, he used to be medium, and then he went to light bright because he started like bleaching his skin. But anyway, I did that emoji one time. You did make that. Did you make the emoji darker than Dime? I never saw the hype on Death when looks on the game. What? I don't I don't know what that means, babe. You're gonna have to retype it because I don't know what that means. I don't if you're saying something I don't recognize, I don't know, babe. I don't know what that is. I don't know. Um you did it twice. When was the second time? Woody can get it, honey. We were talking and you sent something. Get into it. Don, we're gonna need to be more specific. He was a background dancer for Chris Brown too. I know. He was in his video Zero. I saw him in the video, and I said, the first one was correct. Joey Badass, a rapper. I know he's a rapper, but I can't put the face to the name. So I don't really know what Joey Badass looks like because I've never seen him before per my own knowledge. Now I may come across him because I listen to hip hop, so I may have seen him, but I can't put the face to the name. I sent an emoji to represent Don and I sent it in, but I second guessed myself and was like, wait, I think Don is darker. And then he flamed me. Child. Why didn't you just leave it alone? But I never saw the hype of Darwin looks in on the game. Oh, Darwin in the TV show The Game. I believe his name is Pooch Hall. Um, that I have to agree. I mean, he's got a nice body, and I think that's where he gets over a lot. Face wise, he kind of looks like a cat in the face, if I'm being honest. He don't really have a lot of lips. Like, he don't have a lot of lip area. I don't like that. But what else? Live your best life. Boo. Oh, okay. Oh goodness, we've been live 2 hours. But I don't know the second time. Pooch Hall. Pooch Hall with two L's on the end. Pooch Hall is his name. He does look like a cat. Child, that man looks like a cat to me. Now, he may not look like a cat to you, but he looks like a cat to me. I'll keep holding on. They done revived the game like 5 times. They put it on Paramount Plus. He got no lips. He don't. That happened twice. But what about legs, hips, and body? He got body, he got legs. I don't know about his hips, baby. That ain't got nothing to do with me. Ain't got nothing to do with me, baby. I don't worry about no man's hips. I don't worry about that. Any whoosies. I'll come back on live tomorrow and we'll talk about wrestling again. I'll answer everybody's questions. We'll do Q&A. I'll remind you guys of the pay-per-views coming up next week. Or the week after next. Is it the week after next? It's next week. Yeah, it's next week. Ciao. Well, it's Sunday after next. Because next Sunday is the 28th. The Sunday coming up is the 28th, and the next Sunday is the 4th. That's when World Collides come on, and then that Saturday is when we get Clash at the Castle. So we'll talk about everything else. If Tiff notices a man's hips, it's a problem. Child, I notice a lot of people's hips. That's not true. That's a lie. Because I notice Adam has wide ass hips. And I call him wide hipped Adam all the time, so that's not true. I just don't be looking at his hips like that. So let me put it that way, because that wasn't fair. I have to say it truthfully and honestly. I don't. Oh, look at all the men's hips, okay? But you can't help but notice Adam's wide ass hips. Every time he put a suit on, he got all these thighs and ass busting out his suit jacket. And then his suit jacket tapered in at the waist, looking like a true thigh. Just giving fatty yaddy yaddy about the suit. But if his wife like it, I love it, baby. That's all that matters. Anyway, did I call out Kyle O'Reilly's hips? Kyle O'Reilly got big old thighs. I think that's what I was picking up. Damn, you all right?
Yeah, I messed up.
Jesus. Colorado got big ass thighs. Real big. They're bigger than normal, in my opinion. At least for most dudes. Like even Tyler Bates' thighs are big. Brandy got big old thighs. But they stuff come from working out. You know what I'm saying? Like it do look like he got feminine hips. What? You could do that shit? Craziness. Drawed out here flying on the fucking not big meaty hips, big meaty thighs. You talking about Randy's? I have to see Kyle O'Reilly again because I haven't seen Kyle O'Reilly in a while. And you're probably right. I probably did say that. Edge got big thighs. Edge do got big thighs. But he also wear his pants real tight. So you could kind of see him. You know. But anyways, child. So tomorrow we're gonna talk more about wrestling, baby. And we're gonna do Freestyle Wednesdays, the Q&A section. And then I got a couple videos I want to show y'all. I came across a TikTok that has confessionals. Some of these confessions are a mess. I picked the ones that was recent, but I'm gonna go back through the account and see what I can find with some of these confessionals. But child, these confessionals are a trip. Anyways, and as always, I'm gonna do the 6 brown chicks 6 questions for the day tomorrow. Hopefully, I will be on time because I'm gonna get up in the morning and make my cakes because I have a couple things I have to do this week as far as baking. Jesus. So Dry's playing Saints Row and I just watched him slam into a wall. Goodness. Anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow. Not top men's thighs. Shut up. We haven't done a top 5 in a while, but we need to do another row sessions. Oh, the podcast is up. It's the Dear CM Punk episode. It was just me and Alexis for that episode because Nicole was on vacation. From my understanding, she had a very, very good vacation. So I'm very happy about that. But me and Alexis did cover the CM Punk controversy and all that mess going into AEW. So yeah, y'all should tune in for that. If you don't know where to find the podcast, Down for the Count is available on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or wherever you want to listen. You also can listen to it on Anchor. You can leave voice notes on Anchor. And you can always send us a message on Twitter or Instagram if you hear our podcast and you want to give us feedback or you want to talk more about the topic. You can always find us over there on Twitter at Down for the Count 19. And you can always find me on Twitter, Instagram, and right here on good old YouTube at Psych Design TV or Psych Design TV 2. And that's it. Because I'm sleepy. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll finish up talking about wrestling and we'll do our lifestyle stuff like we do every week. Oakley dokley. I will see you guys next time. All right, everybody have a good night or morning. And if you're listening to this in the playback, we'll see you guys next time. Hopefully you'll tune in for the live show, which I go live every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday, it seems. So I go live 4 days a week. It is not easy. It is a very struggling process, but we do it. So make sure y'all come back in here tomorrow. We can come in here and chill. You have your snacks. We can sit and talk. And we can talk about music again like we did today. We'll talk about movies and TV shows and just really get to know each other like we always do. And if we got some lifestyle questions, you can always bring them into the chat and we can talk about it. And since everybody's here, you can get more than just my perspective. You can get other people's perspective because it's always good to have a well-rounded view and you can have a better decision-making process that way. Okay? We'll have a whole Q&A section. I even got a card for it. Look. Bam. Bam. Got a whole card for the Q&A. A whole section. Okay? We ready. We is ready. All right? Y'all make sure y'all have a good night. Oh, Rico said he gonna be at work. Well, child, I don't go live till 9. You said you leave out the store at like 10:30. You'll be able to pop in, baby. You ain't gonna miss nothing. So we're going to see y'all later. We're going to talk to y'all next time. Thank y'all so much for coming and being part of my show. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe on the channel. It really helps to get my content out there for everybody to see. And I feel like even though we're a wrestling channel, we talk about a little bit of everything over here when I go live. So make sure you guys follow me on my social media as well. All of my socials are the same at Sack Design TV 2. You can find me on Twitter and you can find me on Instagram and you can find me on Facebook if you're a little and you like Facebook. But don't forget to follow me and subscribe and make sure you rate my videos and get that algorithm up to push it up so I can start being a little bit more professional. So I can start making some coins. Okay? I will talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.